Our guest today is the president of the International Federation of Medical Student Associations, Omar. Hello.
Hi.
So, IFMSA is the biggest student organization in the world, uniting over 1.5 million medical students worldwide. Could you highlight the most important achievements of IFMSA in the last decade?
Well, I believe the most important achievement is actually what you just mentioned. Just the fact of gathering over 1.5 million medical students from all around the world, currently from 126 countries, is already really a big achievement. I think the true power of the Federation is gathering so many countries, so many students from so many different cultures and bringing them all together under one same roof to discuss about global health topics, about different challenges that they face day after day. I really believe this is the true power of the Federation and probably one of the most important achievements of the Federation in the past decade, that we just have been able to go and go bigger and reach more and more medical students from all around the world.
What global health initiatives is IFMSA a part of?
So we do have a lot of global health initiatives that we work on in different topics. As you might know, IFMSA works in medical education, in sexual and reproductive health, in public health, in human rights and peace. But I think the most important ones that we have had in the past are the ones related to climate change. IFMSA was part of the Conference of Parties, for instance, in COP20 in Peru, COP21 in Paris, and COP22 in Marrakesh in Morocco. And I think the big achievement that we have been able to reach is, for instance, when in Peru in COP20, our medical students have been able to advocate for climate change together with member countries, and actually they proposed to them an amendment in the text of the agreement, Paris Agreement, that will be later on adopted in Paris. And what they actually proposed to them, the amendment that they proposed to them, was later on adopted word by word in the Paris Agreement, and it can be actually currently found in the Paris Agreement, if I remember right, under Article 21, but I'm not completely sure about that. But I think this is also the kind of like the true power that our medical students can play in such a big field, and how health ministers and advocates can actually hear medical students and hear our voice.
What do you think are the main qualities a medical student that is interested in a position in IFMSA should possess?
Someone just asked me that question actually tonight, and I really believe the most important is the commitment and is the love. I really believe if you love what you're doing, if you're committed to what you're doing, I really believe this is the most important part that you should focus on. When you're committed to the work that you're doing, this is what really wakes you up every morning and keeps you going throughout your entire term, throughout all the work that you need to do. When you wake up in the morning and you check your emails at first, this is really because you love what you're doing and you're committed. So I really believe this is the most important, let's say, capacity that someone should have if they really want to go further.
And in what ways can a local officer contribute to the external IFMSA work?
Well, whenever we work on in the external field, we do include our members in the work that we do in general by including their input and asking for their input so that we can include them in the policy papers that we later on adopt. And we advocate on behalf of the 1.5 million medical students around the world based on these policy papers that we actually adopt. I think local members can contribute by applying to delegations and participate in the delegations of IFMSA in different meetings. For instance, the World Health Assembly, the United Nations General Assembly, and so many other external meetings. But I think also one great work of contributing and participating is by attending the pre-WHA, which is a meeting happening right before the World Health Assembly that IFMSA is organizing, and that gives our medical students capacity building and capacity to actually be able to advocate later on in WHA, in World Health Assembly, that is right after, so they can actually go in the field and practice. So I think this is really one great way for local members to participate.
For how many years have you been an IFMSA member?
Good question. Well, I started back in 2010, thanks to some good friends who were with me in the medical school, and we just all believed that there could be change that we could do around us. So one of our friends contacted us about creating a local association. Together with some friends, we moved ahead with the project, and we created a local committee in my university in Rabat, the capital of Morocco. And later on, we found out about IFMSA, and we were just so amazed by this federation, so we decided to join it. And unfortunately, Morocco was never part of IFMSA before, even though IFMSA has been existing for 66 years now. So we founded, together with some medical students from another university, we founded IFMSA Morocco, so the current association or organization that is representing medical students in Morocco. And we then went to our first General Assembly in India in 2012, in August, and we applied for candidate membership for IFMSA. So that's when Morocco joined actually IFMSA. That was really a great moment for us. Yeah, so I've been in IFMSA for the past 6 years. I went quite quickly to the international level because I was really interested in helping first our region and members on the international level. And well, I guess it worked out quite fine. And yeah, I'm really proud of all the work we have managed to do so far. So yeah.
I think it's amazing.
Thank you very much.
How do you see the global healthcare system in a decade?
I see more equity, and I see free access to healthcare. I think this is the most important part. I do not see healthcare as something that our patients should pay for. I really believe in the future, if we can have a free access to healthcare, universal healthcare coverage, I think this is the best that we can have and we can hope for in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.